McCabe in West Virginia. You've been in a lot of NCAA finals. This is the first title. How does it feel?
It's like really surreal. I think each year I know who I'm up against, and it's incredibly hard. And coming in fresh and not racing another event, I think I knew I could compete, and so. But yeah, it'll take a while to sink in for sure.
Yeah. What do you think was the difference this year that took you to the top of the podium?
I think I was able to make a pretty big jump in the fall, and it didn't really pan out exactly the way I wanted in the cross-country final, but I think that the fitness was there, and I think I was prepared for any type of race. I didn't really know how this one would go, and probably wasn't in my head to start off at that pace and cut it down so much, but I kind of knew I was fit enough to handle those situations.
What was your strategy, like, taking the lead? What went into that decision when you did?
I think I just tried to really make the moves based on how I felt, and I felt good at that pace, and I didn't want to kind of make any decisions based off of what might happen, who might come around me, and just kind of go with how I felt. And yeah, I did not really want to race from the front for the last 600-800 meters, but I think I had the confidence that my fitness was there to do it.
Ceili, you held off Doris. She's known for her kick. What's going through your head in 200 now? She's right at the front.
I think honestly, in some races, sometimes you can kind of be like almost anticipating them to come around you. And I think today I just didn't wait for that, and I was thinking I have a step and I have to just keep pushing. If she comes around me, I'm gonna have to respond. But I tried to kind of not cross that bridge till it came, and fortunately she didn't pass me.
Those first couple laps seemed pretty relaxed. Is that what you were expecting from the race?
Not really. I think with the times that have come into the NCAA this winter, I was like, it could go 8:30s from the gun, or it could jog, and you have to be ready to close hard regardless. So yeah, I think today my positioning and how I was feeling kind of played out in my favor.
When the pace started to pick up, how were you prepared for that pace change?
I think when you know the caliber of athletes in the field, you know at some point it's going to pick up. Fortunately for me, I kind of felt like I had a few gears to get to the end, and so I felt pretty comfortable with the pace picking up when it did. But honestly, in a different scenario, any other girl could have had that day today. So yeah, you have to have a little luck on your side as well.
When that pace picked up, did you feel like the fact that you were fresher than some of the other women in the field, was that a mental advantage for you?
Yeah, I mean, I know that all these women are very capable of running very strong races back to back, but at the same time, I have somewhat of the privilege to coming in a little fresher, so I think that can't hurt you. So I think I probably did have a little bit in my legs, where some people might have had it taken out in a pretty tough 5K or mile beforehand.
Kind of used the Olympics year as a little bit of a springboard to this year, right? So talk to me a little bit about that transition from obviously training for the Olympics and cross country and now indoor. It's been a long year. Right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about that.
I think last year, I mean, I had to give all of kind of the thanks to my coach. He's very impressively plans out my year and is really, really patient and is pretty methodical, and I kind of put a lot of trust in him. But it also goes back and forth to how I'm feeling, and I think we were able to use the Olympic year to maybe not get some incredible PRs, but really work on building a good base to where I wanted to be competitive in cross country, and didn't pan out, but I was able to be competitive, and I think from then on we kind of know that we just have to do a little sharpening to get ready for something like this. But the ultimate goal is the steeple outdoors, and a lot of my competitors will be in that as well, and I think that's going to be kind of the real test of the whole year.
Speaking of the steeple, obviously it's one of those events where you want to race it a few times, you don't want to race it too many times. What's that going to look like for you? You're going to run some more 5Ks, jump down to the mile, try to get some speed in your legs? Or?
I think we definitely kind of jumped down to the 1500 a bit. I haven't really gotten what I've wanted to out of myself in the mile or the 15, and then really be selective about what meets that we pick for the steeplechase. But I know I'm going to have to be ready to run in the 9-teens at least, probably under 9:12. So I think knowing that I have to be stronger and be able to close.
There's people, everyone has a different training philosophy, coaching philosophy. Some people start doing barriers in the summer, right? What that look like for you? You've just been focused more on some hurdle drills, some dynamic stuff?
Yeah, we'll get off after the hurdle drills. When we get back to Morgantown, I wouldn't say we do a ton of hurdle work, but at the same time, that's something I struggle with. And so implementing, being a little bit more efficient, but ultimately we just go back to work right after indoors and get back to kind of our strength, and then hopefully a little bit of speed to sharpen, and then hopefully I'll be ready in June. Honestly, I think it was more of a build-up over a few months, knowing that I was going to have done the work to be ready for this. So there wasn't really anything specific. I think we both didn't really know what to expect from this, other than you're going to have to close hard. But yeah, it was just trusting that we've done the work and knowing that you're like who you're up against, and just kind of going in with a mindset that you can be there with a lot to go, and then things like that can happen.